My name is Lindsey Filbey, and this is my video response for the play Vinegar that we saw last week, and I'll be responding to prompt A. The first design element that I chose was having the band on stage during the performance, and I chose this because I thought it was interesting that the band was performing on stage and not off stage, as I feel like the music is usually heard in plays that I've seen. It's more a secondary element. However, in Vinegar it was more of a central element because the actors would perform a scene, then it would be more of a transition while my attention as an audience member shifted completely over to the band while they would perform a song or the singers would sing, and then it would fade away and the actors would come back and perform a new scene. And this kind of added a fun element to the play because it made me feel excited and pumped up and happy. And it also contributed to the storytelling of the play with this idea of using multiple forms as storytelling devices, as we discussed in class, because it's more of a non-traditional way of telling the story. However, it kind of pertained usually to the scene that had just happened, and it kind of let us know about the happenings and feelings of the characters through the mood, tone, and the lyrics of the songs. And it also had, in the left-hand corner of the stage, they had a little poster with the names for each song, which I thought was really clever as well. The second element I chose was when, towards the end of the play, two of the women characters changed into men characters on stage. And I chose this moment because it was really confusing to me as an audience member. I didn't really know what was happening, and it just made me feel kind of confused, like, is the play ending? What is happening? But overall, I think it really enhanced the themes of feminism in the story by showing that women can play any role they choose. And although the characters were at first women, it is really just the costume and acting techniques that designate who is a male and who is a female, as they did throughout the play by having an all-female cast to begin with. But at the end, they really just showed this on stage happening. And I also thought this may have been social commentary on women and men and gender roles, because when they stepped into their roles as male, the actors were acting much more confident as boisterous characters and kind of making jokes at the expense of women, and I thought it was more like poking fun at this type of masculinity and gender roles that were seen in the century the play was set in.